look at it in all its glory. And all the cords there too, that's awesome. Well, so I've been busy for the past couple days. Probably showed when I installed these new handlebars. While I was installing those, I also installed these headlight brackets, and in the mix of everything, I smashed the headlight in there because that was the only way to make it work with all this freaking wiring. Holy crap. And it shorted something out. So my blinkers stopped working. And so I decided I wanted to redo all the wiring in there. And that's where we're at. I lowered the forks about an inch. I took off the ugly turn signal brackets and just stuck them in here up with the headlight, and seems to be working pretty good. The headlight clears and everything, so I had to get a new clutch lever. I stripped the screws in the other ones. I replaced the rear sprocket so I can go on the freeway now. It can go fast enough. I replaced the chain and the front sprocket. It's so hideous under there, under that cover. At some point I'm gonna tear out this whole engine, do a rebuild, and clean everything. I'm also gonna replace the ignition coil wires. I didn't record everything I was doing because a lot of it was just wiring, and that's boring. Ideally, before it's all buttoned up and I ride it again, I'm going to finish the wiring, one, tune the carbs better because they're kind of shoddy right now. I'm going to change the oil and check up on the starter because I'm worried about that. It seemed to be leaking a bunch. That's probably why it was so ugly under that cover. I would love to clean up the wiring right there and like get a battery box and everything. That's gonna have to wait until tax return season. This is a big enough job already. So yeah, today I'm gonna take care of that, at least the majority of it. Actually, I could probably knock out the whole thing. We will see. Okay, I think this is the moment of truth. Oh my gosh. This took so long. I'm so excited to see if this works. I just have to connect the battery and then we should be ready. Okay, got the battery plugged in. This is the first test. This is also the first time I wired in fully the neutral and oil pressure light. So if those work, I will call that a success in and of itself. You know, I should probably plug in the fuses and the ignition switch. No. Hypothetically, this should crank. High five there, buddy. I think it's cause for celebration. Let's crack open a cold one. I've only got a few more things to do. I need to troubleshoot the backlight, the running lights, and the running lights on the rear. I think I have it narrowed down to exactly what I need to plug in. This thing's scary to wheel around when I'm not on it because I feel like I'm gonna drop it. Like that. We're gonna test and see if that did anything. I switched some wires around. Hopefully this should work for everything. Parking light works. Okay, so the parking light is correct. Okay, if this doesn't work, then I'm kind of at a loss. Nope. So I'm confused. I'm very confused. Okay, I connected the thing to the other thing, and that thing to the other thing. If this fixed it, I will be very impressed with myself. Chances are it didn't. Let's see. Oh. Oh, interesting. So that's not supposed to be. That ain't gonna work. And all that blue. That's awesome, bud. Yeah, I've been at this for like 4 hours. I am so close. That scared me. I didn't plug in the ignition. I ever have to take this off, I think I'd sooner just sell the bike. It's packed. It's real packed in there. I'm gonna make sure everything still works. Nothing's pinched or anything. Uh-oh. We're already off to a bad start. Ooh, very weak connection to the tail lights. Brake lights don't work. Actually, I'm just gonna tear into the carbs because it's about time I do that. I'm gonna revisit the wiring. Otherwise, I'm gonna give up and I don't wanna do that. This is taking a while, and I don't love that the headlight is smashing all the wiring and messing things up randomly, because I don't want my brake lights to go out while I'm riding. That's not cool. Wish I could figure that out. These throttle cables were kicking my booty. Well, I won't have to deal with them anymore, because I have new ones. I want to go on record and say this thing, every day that it was apart, it was gorgeous outside. It was the warmest winter ever. I should have ridden it last night. I didn't. Well, well, well. Probably thinking, what did this idiot do this time? And you wouldn't be wrong to think that. There I was, panicking in that parking lot. Why wouldn't my bike start? Why? Well, I must have screwed something up while I was installing the carburetors. It was out of gas. So anyway, we're gonna tune these now. Oh, that's the video. Smash like. This thing's pretty dialed in, running better than it ever has. Not that that really means anything, but you know, it's nice. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Wow. You watched this whole thing. That's crazy. You endured this pain with me. No, you didn't. You can't take any credit for this. I'm going home. I'm tired.